of that. Like I said, you can be like, well, their mama did this. We are the leaders of the community. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I can't agree with you.
Okay, you don't have to agree. But like I'm saying, we have the obligation as black men to raise black boys to become productive black men. If you see a child every day, you have to interact.
When they protected, what can you do?
Protected from what?
We had that same situation with my nephew Jay. I already done put my hands on him. I done put him out. He been to alternative school. You can't send him to jail unless he got actually do something, which I really don't want him to do nothing. So you in a no-win situation because these kids, you really can't touch them. Because matter of fact, when the situation went down, this is the only time I've ever called the police in my life, and this was about a month ago. I put him out, called the police, and they told me I have to let him back in because as a parent and a guardian, I can't just put him out on the street. Or they'll call DDC.
Let me just intervene real quick. I see. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not the type of person who can't control the situation, so I call the police. Like, I'm not going to call the police on the situation. Like, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to give up on the situation either. And it just starts like, no one says when you're trying to raise someone, it's not easy. It's not a handbook. And you
dog knows and they pissed a couple times and whoop their ass before they wake up.
We're talking about dogs. We're not talking about.
I mean, sometimes you got to keep whooping their ass until they stop doing it.
Then you know what he gets in his mind? Oh, I just take a whooping, be good for a couple weeks, be right back in square one. And that done came out of his mouth.
The point that I'm making, the only point that I'm making is that we have that responsibility to our community. We have that responsibility to try and just keep doing it. It's not, you can't be passive. You can't just see a child walk past every day. And like you said, you tried. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who don't try, the people who don't put their emotion into it. If you have 100 children that you're trying to raise right, it's foolish to think that each 100 is going to get what you're saying. Or that even 50 you get what you're saying right when you're saying it. It's about planting seeds and watching those seeds grow. You educate these kids and you hope, and it's just like us, these kids ain't new. We went through the same shit to where everything my mama taught me, I didn't understand at that time. Every lesson that was taught to me, it didn't fucking manifest right then, but at the time that I needed to, that's when it came to fruition. Like, okay, I'm in this fucked up situation. I was prepared for this situation. I'm not totally blind. I don't have to just be lost or just make some fucking rash decision or choice that's going to lead me to a fucked up situation. I was prepared for this moment. When you're teaching kids or you're raising kids, you instilling values not for when they 8 years old, not when they 10, not even 20, but when they in turn are raising kids, when they are in turn faced with being disrespected, when they faced with the decision to go get a gun and shoot somebody, or realize that this is a human being who breathes, bleeds, has family, people that love them, people they love, and they'll think about these things before they make these decisions. So when I say education, it's not about passing a pop quiz on Friday. We just now studying this chapter on Thursday. You better have it all figured out by Friday when the test come. Life is like the longest test that we ever faced. Like, you learn throughout life. It's no stopping point. But you want to provide these children with the structure to where if they are faced with these situations where you being fucked over because you black, you can have a fucking proper response. To where you have such a foundation that's based in pride that you won't allow anyone to disrespect you regardless of what their race is. Where you so proud in who you are that you don't subjugate yourself to someone who's in a so-called position of authority. And we so proud as a people. And like I said, it's a process. It's something that where you build up to it. It won't happen this weekend. It won't happen within the next few years. But it's something that you slowly build. Anything that's strong or that has a strong structure, it was built from a small, like a fucking seed. And then it became, any tree that you see that's strong, the strength is not in the leaves or the branches or even the bark, it's in the roots. So it's all about how you start them off, like where they're rooted from. So once you provide that structure and that pride in that structure. And this goes back to what you were saying, which I didn't disagree with what you were saying about we should have outrage about blacks killing blacks, the dissension within the community. We should be mostly towards that. But the fact of the matter, we were talking about the police at that point in time, which made your statements look fucking crazy. No disrespect, but it just looked crazy because it's like, we had talked about that, and we might not be talking about how you want to or what you think, but this is what we're talking about now. But if we have what you were saying, that structure and that love for one another, they won't have no choice but to respect us and love us.
And then to go off of what you're saying, I feel like...
Let me just finish this thought because I'll be forgetting shit. So look, I'll forget this shit. So look, the thing is, if I have the pride and I look at you like that's my brother, and I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect my brother, I won't stand by and watch you get killed by the police. The police will be fucking terrified to come in here and be unjust. They gonna govern themselves like they should because they know that it's a whole neighborhood right here who not separated by bullshit, who not divided by a lack of fucking economics, who not divided by fucking gang affiliations, anything. They know that we united. So you can't go into a united front and cause chaos. If it's war, and you can't, it's hard to invade a strong fort, a strong castle. You can't just go in there and just do your bullshit because it's a unit. It's a uniform team where we all here together. But if you go over here and you tell him that nigga over there, he's stupid. All he do is sell dope. He ain't nothing. You go over here and tell him, he says you sell dope and you ain't nothing. And it's just a division. It's a systematic divide. It goes back to the time when they was having like the Black Panthers and all these strong organizations. What they would do, the motherfuckers clever. Everything you see, man, it was playing. Like these motherfuckers playing chess. They ain't playing checkers. So they know that to get people, you have to divide them. That's all it's that simple, man. You divide. It's a divide and conquer, man. It's the oldest trick in the book. It's the oldest trick in the book, man. So part of my solution is just to fucking retrain us, just to rebuild us, man. Like we gotta quit treating these kids like they fucked up, because they, like I always say, man, they only fucked up from the generations before them. The lack of leadership. If we fucked up, it's because how we was led. And that's just like part of my solution, which I'll go into a deeper one a bit later, is that it's just to fucking fundamentally organize back in our communities. And I won't sit here and act like I got every answer, but that's like, if it's a conversation, that's what I had to offer. Well, what was you saying?
I forgot.
Well, I was gonna say, Steve's talking about he's not a leader or whatever, but you have strong, like your opinion is strong, and you're damn near advocating for it. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to be a leader. Like, even if it's with teenagers or whatever age group, why not? That's how you could make a difference. Even though it's small, it would be a big difference in some way, shape, or form. You touch kids' lives just off of your, you know what I'm saying? You can't change no adult, but you can help a child.
And like what she's saying, like, it's not just the youth that fucked up. It's people our age who fucked up. So if they see that the kids are getting some kind of structure, it might influence them. Like I said, life is a learning journey. Like, you learn throughout life. It's not like you just stop learning this shit when you hit a certain age. We all learn. You go and you grow. And it's just like, it's just hard to explain, man. It's just like we need. I'll be a fool to think that the black community is perfect, or blacks killing blacks shouldn't be a hot topic. It's sad that we become so numb to it, to where it's such a natural occurrence that we don't even fucking feel the effects of it unless it hits us directly. Lives and shit like it, the value of life is. It's sad that we can sit up here and just go shoot somebody
over stupid stuff.
over materials. Like I said, you got to value people instead of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will actually kill you over some.
Unless it comes down to my life or yours.
That's the only.
Shit, I don't
Yeah.
feel like you should try to take
Then to
away
go on
something.
your point on where you saying it starts in the community. Say you got a boy walking down the street, young man, you say something to him, just pull your pants up. You know, you trying to talk to him. He take it wrong. He go tell his daddy. Now his daddy, cause I'm for sure he ain't gonna go to his daddy in a positive man. He go, this dude down the street trying to tell me this. Now this dude got a gun. Bam.
That'd be a rare occasion. But the thing is,
But I'm saying the shooting part might have been over the top, but that's how.
You trying to pull his pants up?
It could. I'm just hypothetically speaking. It could just be anything. But if he's gonna have that mentality. You ain't my dad. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, everybody thinks that.
hold on, I'm
But
gonna ask you this
if
though.
tell them something
Even when it
positive,
is your
though,
daddy, you a certain age, you think, nigga, I'm grown. You can't tell me.
Would you think that? I mean, this is. I understand what he's saying, but don't you think it's how you say it instead of what you're saying?
Yeah,
Because it's all about how you talk to people, even with the police. If these motherfuckers talk to these kids and shit like they got sense, man, you have to give respect to get respect. Respect is earned. That's not something you get because you older than somebody or you're in a perceived position of authority. It's how you relate to people, and that goes like that's another part of the solution. I'm gonna say the police need sensitivity training. These motherfuckers,
They need to be mentally evaluated.
that
first of all.
too. That's a big one right
the only
there.
thing about that, you can fake me. You can.
Man, I'm talking about people who actually look for these things. You can fucking see quirks in these motherfuckers.
They
Let
have
you know,
forensic interviewers that,
like
that
you don't put this person in the black community. I mean, if it has to be segregated, that's something else they need to do is segregate the police force until because they're not related.
I can see segregated, but I think you honestly, that's my opinion. You can get past.
Yeah, you
that.
just a fucking psychopath and shit. You trying to trick yourself into the black community.
I mean, there's always going to be somebody slipping
Well,
through
yeah.
cracks. They might know somebody that knows somebody, but I mean, it'll be fewer. You know
But
what I mean?
also, then my whole issue though is, other than the Jones lady, don't no other cop step up, and
They
I'm
don't
like,
want to.
and that's the sad thing
They don't
about
want
it.
to
Like,
affect that. Maybe they don't want to affect what's going on in their personal life.
it's just like he said earlier,
Like
They a
when you
murderer
look
too.
back
They a
when-
murderer-
when-
they a murderer
when Malcolm
too.
X had to stand in the motherfucking window with a fucking shotgun because motherfuckers calling his house talking about threatening him and people are dying off like, hey, they threatened my house. I can't fuck with you no more. People are thinking about their families, like, and you can't be mad at people for thinking like that.
if you like
What
y'all
are you
said,
talking
like
about
you said,
Malcolm
like you
X,
said,
though?
if you've been sworn in, if we all three cops and you do something wrong, I've been
No,
sworn
he's
in.
saying that
I should-
everybody needs to be doing
I
something.
should
I'm saying
step
you
in
can't
as
be
a
mad
cop.
at
I should
people
step
for
in as a
not.
cop and be like, "You was wrong. You
They-
was wrong.
Yeah, they need to quit playing teams.
You was."
Like it becoming us. It's a us and them versus
You
mentality.
barely,
I mean,
you
it
barely
takes
see them
all
step up
kinds
and say
to
something.
to make everything go. So
They be
everybody's
so
not going to be.
they
on
be
the
so
same
hesitant to
page
say,
ever.
well, we're gonna wait for
Just
investigation.
like the people that are doing it.
If you wrong, you wrong. And no
Right.
cop, other than that lady, no cop is stepping up and saying,
That's
Don't want to.
it. Might be signs that we don't know. You know
well,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
I'll take that. But you should, like, and the reason I say that is because when the guy in the car, I can't remember his name, I can't pronounce it, Costello,
Go ahead, yeah. We know you're talking about. It's the second guy who got shot in, was that Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
They still had the gun drawn on him. And
Both of them.
then when they pulled out, it was real
They
quick.
made
But
her
if
get
you
on
look,
the
but
ground,
if you
put
look,
her handcuffs
it was
on,
like
put
five.
her
It was
in
like
the car.
5 cops standing off at a distance
Yeah.
with their guns drawn on her. It's like really like.
And had the little girl though off in the
But
background.
it's just so like, why you still got you already done shot this man, and on that one, and with that footage, I really think that footage is fucked. I really think he's gonna get off out of all the cops. Cause they gonna be like, what happened before she started filming? Did he really?
The crazy
and
thing
that's-
is though, like on that video, he was like, "I told him to
and he's
not move." She was like,
Not
"No, you
move.
didn't. You told him to get his license." And
And
then
so-
he couldn't say shit in response to that shit because the
but
truth
see,
is
me
the
and
truth.
you see that, but they gonna be like, we didn't see what happened before. Was he reaching for his gun? And
They
that's the
see it,
fuck-
even
that's-
if they don't agree with what we see. Like these, it's not that these motherfuckers are stupid and don't know what they're doing. They know exactly
they
what they're
play
doing.
dumb at the
Yeah,
time
it's-
when they need to. And sad to say, and that's another thing that I be trying to stress is when I hope I pray that they don't get off. I really do.
Why make a fatal shot? Why not a warning shot.